Well, 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 look who it is. If this isn't eternal beginner Nuzlocker Café Ella, but can't lose a Nuzlocke if I don't play any Nuzlocks, right? Hi, hello! We're gonna react to a Nuzlocke today. It's the Young Yong Tales Nuzlocke video, attempting my first Nuzlocke. The whole thing is animated. It's kind of a classic among the animated Nuzlocke genre on YouTube, so let's just ignore the fact that I haven't uploaded in a couple of months and head right into it. Yeah?
Alright, before we begin, I need to go over a few things. I have never done a Nuzlocke before, and I guess
He's
this
a Tofu?
technically still doesn't count as one.
I love
I don't know.
that!
It depends how strict the whole Nuzlocke community is, but
Was that Jan?
technically still is. But basically, I abide by all the rules of a typical Nuzlocke where I name
Alright.
them, so I get attached, and
Name?
if they faint, I can't use
Tropius
them
is
anymore.
so
But
good.
The
I love
additions that I
Tropius.
add is that I can catch any bug type I want. If it faints, I can't use any of that same species. So, under these rules,
Okay.
I can technically run out of Pokemon. Got it? Good.
Yeah, so he wants to only do bug types. It's a monologue, but he's not like... He can do multiple encounters per route. Okay, got
Grab
it.
your popcorn, use the restroom, get comfy because we're in it for
I
the
did
long
use
haul,
the
baby.
restroom.
Oh yeah, also I should mention that I've never played this before. So that should be interesting. Here goes my
You can do
Pokemon kinda,
it. I
sorta,
believe
but
in
not
you.
really Nuzlocke. A long time ago, I witnessed a finals Pokemon match where the upcoming challenger took the throne as the new champion.
I
And ever
know
since
this
then, that very moment
Nuzlocke.
motivated me to one day embark on my own journey. Today
That's
was
so
the day that me and my
cool.
neighbor Hop became official Pokemon
Oh my god,
trainers.
Hop is a
Also, their
Tofu
brother
as
Leon
well. I
was
love
none
that.
other than the undefeated champion of Galar.
Oh my
and he
god,
was
not
going
the
to endorse both
pose.
of us so that way we could compete in the Pokemon Gym Challenge. And
Oh
I
my
was
god,
like
the
super
gym
hyped
leaders,
because I
that's
wanted
so
to,
cool.
for the longest time, assemble the most powerful
That is
bug.
so amazing.
Don't
Like, that's
judge me.
art.
I like bug Pokemon, alright? Unfortunately, Leon didn't have any to start out with,
I'm
so
gonna
I
judge
chose
him.
Sobble. I named Sops, my very first Galarian Pokemon. Right off the bat, Hops challenges me, and at first I thought a 1v2 was a bit unfair, but then Sops quickly learned Water Gun and swept Hops' team.
Oh my god.
I wonder if this is what our future encounters are gonna
That's
be like.
actually
I was
Water
about to
Gun.
leave on my journey, but Hops needed help finding a stray Wooloo, so navigating through the foggy forest, we didn't find the Wooloo, but some
have a
weird
stray Wooloo.
giant dog. It was pretty random stuff, but we did end up finding the Wooloo. Take
The
your shit.
beginning of Sword and
Alright,
Shield was
now we
very
can officially
random.
leave. Strapped on my Tanjiro box of a backpack, and together with Sops, our journey has a
That's so beautiful. That is such beautiful art. Also, can I say that I feel the same? The intro of Sword and Shield was just very long.
officially begun. Route 1, we ran into some of the new locals. Ugh, why is everything so weird? Oh, thank goodness, finally something that I actually recognize.
Oh no!
Ugh,
Oh no! The Galarians!
what happened to you? I wasn't entirely sure
Oh my
if there were any
God.
bugs in the area, but sure
Poor
enough,
Tofu
I found
man.
this thing called a grubbin, and I named it Whoops. My very first
Grubbin
bug
is so
Pokemon.
goated. I
I'm
love
excited
Grubbin.
to see what you'll become, Whoops, since I've stopped paying attention after Unova region. And just like that, I had Sops, Whoops, and Blink. We
Oh
didn't get
my
that far
god,
into the
look
journey
at
when Hops
him!
challenged us yet again.
I just love that Hop is a Tofu. I just love that
Anyways,
so much.
fun fact, Blink's evolved from the battle, so thanks for the free XP and
That's
money.
so
This old
good.
lady and another lady named Sonia were watching, and they were like, dang, alright, you can participate in the gym challenge. Well, why thank you, random people I just met. I feel like I didn't really need your permission, but I appreciate the support. Off to Motor Spoke City. We arrive at something called the Wild Area, and that is
Oh
where I
my
run
God.
into a Carablast. And if you don't know, Carablast's evolved form as Cavalier was like super cool, super strong, and would make a great addition to the team. And I really wanted one because I've never had one before. But then I unfortunately
never-
remember that you need to trade for it, and I didn't have anyone to trade with,
Oh,
so this thing was pretty much
no.
useless. Moving along the way, we barely avoided
Why
complete
do all the
catastrophe
Nuzlockers
when
have
Sops
no
almost
friends to
died
trade
a level
with?
30 Pillow Swine. Why are there such strong Pokemon here? So carefully navigating through the wild area, we arrive in the
Oh
city,
my
meet
God,
up some
Corey
members
Knight
of Team Yell and this girl named
is
Marnie
so
in the hotel lobby
scary.
so I could get my room key. Hey, what a cool statue! Woke up early, smiled and waved for the opening ceremony, shook hands with Chairman Rose, and pushed on to my first challenge. Just
love how
outside
it's
the
just
city
summing
on
up
Route
the
3, I was
story
doing some
so
exploring in
fast.
case there are any bugs in the area.
I don't
but
remember
after a
the
while
story of
no
Sword
luck,
and
we
Shield, to be
pressed
quite
on.
honest
Along
with
the way
you.
in some cave, Whoops evolved into something interesting. And then I met
The
this
bus!
bundle of joy.
The little
Babe.
bus!
We just had a nice little discussion about his personality, and then after exiting the cave, I found a Joltik I named
Beat's
Lucas.
theme
And
is
together
so
with Blooms
good.
and Blinks, bada bing, bada boom. Holy crap, this is what Dynamax Pokemon battles are like. The first
Oh my
gym badge was ours. Oh, you evolved. Nice. On the way to the next town, we were having a light
Is he
conditioning
using the
session to
starter?
get Lucas up to par with the rest of the
I
team.
wonder.
And you know what? I must say, things are really
Joltik
starting
is
to look
actually
up for
so
my
cute.
bug.
I've never
And I was
used one
sure that
either.
Lucas would add so much
There's so
value,
many Pokemon
especially
I didn't
considering the
use.
fact that the next gym was water type. We got this in the back.
No,
Lucas,
stop!
no! A stupid wild Wobbuffet was able to perfectly counter Lucas's attack and cause the team's first death.
Oh, that's such a typical one. Wobbuffets are run killers. And every time I encounter one, I'm actually like so scared because they have shadow tag. So you cannot switch out or run away. And then they have counter and destiny bond. So if you attack it and it's faster and it has destiny bond, your Pokemon dies. And if it has counter and mirror move, your Pokemon will probably also die. And they're just giant death machines.
Fearing the same thing would happen to my other Pokemon, we ran in shame. Lucas wasn't with us for long, and we may not
Lucas,
be able
I'm
to get revenge
sorry.
now, but Lucas's death gave us the spark to really zoom through our next
No
challenges.
Electroweb.
Welcome to the team, Sweeps. Ah, yes, it's my
Sweeps,
rival.
the
It's time to
cutie
show you how
fly.
strong
I love
am.
cutie
Let's have a
fly.
rematch. Out of my
Rimbombi
way.
is so cool. Out of my way. Oh, this is so good. Let's go.
I don't really like you, dude, and your attitude sucks. Also, where the heck do you think you're going, Harold? Our next gym
Harold.
challenge was Kabu, home of the bane
That
to
is
almost
so
all
good.
my bug types.
That animation is so good.
My
Holy
newest member,
moly.
Harold, was pretty much useless here, so Sops was going to
Oh
have
no,
to carry this one.
Harold.
Going through the challenges
Goliathpod
where we
is
had to
so
team up
good
with
there.
randos and catch
First
Pokemon for
impression.
points,
Mm.
I thought it was a good idea to use my recently evolved Sweeps since it was the best choice to clear each one. But on the final challenge, Sweeps was backstabbed and
No! Against the
Okay,
poison
I honestly
type
felt
as
pretty guilty about
well.
what happened. But how the heck was I supposed to know that the other trainer was going to betray me like that? You monster! We can mourn later. We got a badge to win. We
Oh
burst
my
through the gym
goodness.
doors, and it was game on. Sops took out the first two Pokemon pretty easily, and then it was time for Kabu's ultimate Pokemon, Scorch. Finally, before
I remember
my own
this
eyes
battle.
was one of
That
the
was actually not
coolest
so easy.
bug-type Pokemon I have
Scorch
ever seen.
is so
Easily one of my
cool.
favorites. Such an
Actually.
impressive beast, and I was super jealous. But now I can
I was
unleash
super
my
jealous.
secret weapon. It was time to show my fifth Pokemon.
Oh,
Been hidden
he has
way
a
too
fifth
long,
Pokemon.
but it's time for you to come out. Let's go, Grievous!
That's actually so great. Oh, yeah,
Basically,
it's
a
a
while
mirror
back on Route
match.
3, after asking around, I caught a Sizzlipede, and you know what? I absolutely loved it. Trained it and
He's so
primed for a moment
cute.
just like this. Now let's
Oh
see
my
who
god,
Scorch
this
was
is
better.
so good.
It was an intense battle between the two fiery centipedes. Based on appearance alone, it would have seemed like Kabu's Scorch had the upper hand since
Oh
it was
my
much bigger and
goodness.
unfortunately cooler looking. But Grievous's flame was
Unfortunately
fueled by the
cooler
innocent
looking.
blood of Sweeps. And in
Oh
the
my
end,
goodness.
that is what gave us victory. Yes!
Victory.
Oh, I'm so
Let's
proud
go.
of you, Grievous. Yes, I
You
am.
got
Yes,
it.
I am. Double yes. After
Little
some training,
tofu
Harold
man.
really toughened up by evolving into a Galissapod.
How
about
Galissapod.
And then we picked up Skarner the Scorupi along the way to Hammerlock City.
Scorpy.
He's no
Oh my
Sweeps, but I'm
god.
sure he'll be useful for something. Shortly after, I ran into Hops once
That's
again,
actually
who
a
was feeling
badass
pretty down about
team.
himself because apparently he lost to Bade in a Pokemon battle, so
Oh no.
it was up to
Hop
me
is
to
like
be
the
the good
worst.
friend that I am
hated
and
Hop
help
with
him
a
through
passion.
by beating him up. From there, it was on to the fighting type gym where Blinks got real psyched
I
up,
love B.
if you know what I mean.
The
Clean
fighting
sweep,
type gym
Bash
leader.
4. But after the battle,
But
just
that was
outside,
pretty
we
good.
found out that Bade,
Because the
Mr.
flying type is
Ooh,
very
I was
useful
endorsed by the
here.
chairman. Ooh, I'm so special. Ooh, everyone is beneath me. Ooh, thought it was okay to blast some hole
We
in
hate
some
all the
ancient
characters in
sacred
Sword and
art
Shield.
because he was entitled to it. Are you sure your name isn't like Karen? I tried to give him another
Karen.
beatdown lesson with my Skarner,
Does have
but
a
then
little
he
Karen
ended up
here.
getting a critical one hit by Solus's Psybeam. Of all
No.
people to lose a Pokemon to, you've got to be kidding me. I just got you.
No, not the
Well, Bade got in a
Scorpy.
lot of trouble for what he did anyway and
Or
ended up getting
Scorpy.
kicked out of the league, so I don't feel bad for him at all.
Yeah, you deserve
Well,
that.
that looks important. Moving on,
Oh.
replacing Skarner was Jerry the Dwebble I found
I
and
totally
quickly
forgot
evolved.
the
I
story.
was running out of bodies to fill
Maybe
these
I should
Pokeballs with,
replay
so
it.
I had no other choice. I was beginning to be concerned about Wooms since this
Durant.
whole time it
It's
hasn't
not too
evolved
bad.
yet. I really wondered if I was like missing something. But shortly afterwards, Wooms rummaged through my bag and found a Thunderstone I had earlier and evolved.
Oh, I forgot.
I had
Oh,
this
it's a
suspicious
Vikavolt.
feeling
Vikavolt
that the
is
next
so
gym leader,
cool.
Opal,
I love
primarily
Alolan
uses fairy types.
Pokemon.
Just a hunch. And, gee,
Ah,
it would have been real nice
just
to
a
have
hunch.
somebody who could deal with fairy
I
types
love
right about
Balonlia.
now. If it wasn't for a certain person. But even so, Wooms and Grievous
Aw.
managed to sweep right through because fairy types are stupid. Except for you, Sweeps. You're good.
That's
On
not
the way
true.
to the next town,
Fairy
another
types are
explosion goes
good.
off.
You're
Sonia
a
and the
bug
old
type
professor lady
trainer.
are there, and they give some explanation about two brothers,
fairy types.
darkest day, giant Pokemon running rampant, really giving me some Attack on
That's-
Titan vibes. So I left them to go deal with that, and I moved on to Route 8,
That
where I
was
picked
scary.
up Nom the Snom. He was the 6th gym leader who used
Snom!
rock-type
I love
Pokemon,
Snom.
but they
Snom is like
quickly sank under the
one
brute
of my
force
absolute
of Harold
favorites.
and Sops. Oh yeah, and Jerry spamming Dig. Then it was on to Pierre. Alright, well, this gym uses nothing but a bunch of dark types, so
I
wait
cry.
right here, Nom Nom. Blinks will watch you. We'll be right back. Give me that. Okay, let's go. Okay, 2 times could just be a coincidence, but 3
That Snom
times
is so
turns out giant
adorable.
Pokemon are spawning all over the place.
They
Fear
turned
times
into
rising.
full tofu.
I had this feeling that this was only the beginning of something really bad, that maybe I should help. But no, they told
Maybe-
me to go focus on getting my last badge.
Maybe you should help.
Okay then. And that
Just leave
might
it to the
be a
adults.
challenge, because the last gym is home to Rayhan and his dragon Pokemon, which are known to be tough, resistant
was
to
a
most
really
types,
tough
and
gym.
are pretty versatile with their movesets. It was kind of a good news, bad news situation. The good news is that Nom Nom received 10,000 grams of friendship to evolve and give us the ice advantage. The bad news is that she is literally the definition of a glass cannon. Meaning, yes, Nom Nom big strong against dragon types,
Oh
but
my
if
god,
Nom
these
Nom
animations
touch
are
candle
so
or
good.
pebble, which dragons are more than capable of throwing, Nom Nom go bye-bye.
That is
So
very
as we went
true.
in, the entire
Times
team
4
had one
fire
objective on their
weakness
mind.
is pretty bad, but I love
Protect
Frostmoth.
Nom Nom. This time it was in the form of a double battle, and making sure they didn't get any chance to gain momentum.
my god, this
Harold
is
and Nom
animated
Nom made
so
quick work
well.
of his Flygon and Gigalith. But then
Let's
came
go.
out his big bad Duraludon
Oh
and Sandaconda.
yeah.
You've got to be
That was
kidding me.
such a tough
Duraludon
battle.
was literally the love child of Godzilla and a skyscraper. What
He
could we
is.
possibly do against a building?
What could go
I quickly
wrong?
switched Harold for Blinks, hoping that he could put it to sleep and then have Nom Nom finish it off with an Aurora Beam. But at the last moment, Blinks became paralyzed
Would
from
he
the
even
Sandaconda,
one-shot
and
that?
Nom
I'm
Nom's
not sure if
attack
he
wasn't
played with
enough to
level
take down
caps,
the
actually.
Duraludon. And before I could switch both of them out, Blinks was smashed by a stone wall. You did
Oh,
well,
no.
Blinks. You did your job. Sops and Jerry came in, and even though they both became paralyzed by the Sandaconda, Jerry couldn't land a single dig. They were able to stall
Sandaconda
out
just
Duraludon's
sliding
Dynamax
in.
form,
Oh my
giving Harold the
God.
opportunity to come back in and break the crap out of it.
Honestly, like the best way to deal with Gigantamax Pokemon, at least like in the VGC as well, when that was still a thing, is to just stall it out. Just stall out those 3 turns, especially if you cannot pressure them in any way. Like Duraludon is just such a force, like such a unit. So I would probably just go in with Protect and then just attack when it's small again. But yeah, it's tough.
And finally
It's a
deal
tough
with that
fight.
pesky snake. The last gym badge was ours.
You got it
But we
though!
lost Blinks,
Oh my
a
god!
true OG of the Bug Squad, and provided so much value to the
Aw,
team. I was not sure if I could
Blinks.
find anyone to fill his spot this far into the journey. I think Sonia was trying to talk to me, possibly about some more end of the world stuff, but I was too sad about Blinks to really pay attention. A
world without Blinks is not a world understandable. worth
living anyway.
True.
I had to take a few days off to prepare my team and our newest member for the final challenges.
Oh
but
my
once
god,
we were
that
ready,
Snorlax
we
is
arrived in
adorable.
Winden City
This
and
is
stepped
so
through those
pretty.
stadium doors for the quarterfinals. almost there. Marnie and her dark Pokemon were up first, and this is honestly the best time as any to debut the newbie. So I brought out Gaia, the Escavalier, aka formerly useless.
He got
Yep,
an Escavalier!
Right. Stacked with a sword stance, Gaia became a true powerhouse and swept
He found
the
a
entire
friend!
team. Then we had
Oh
one
my
final
God.
match between me and my rival
I need
Pop.
an Escavalier,
Yeah,
I
you
think.
probably already know how that went. Sops came out for one last fight, and we ended the rivalry. Yep, it really was his last fight. And honestly, not bringing Sops into the final match was probably one of the hardest decisions I had to make so far. My very first Pokemon, and the one that has watched over all of his teammates and
But it's
saw
not
them
a
grow
bug
into
type,
the team
right?
they are now. But I
don't
believe
even know,
with this
actually.
team, even Jerry, we had the best chance of winning. Sops will be with
So I guess usually when you play mono locks, you get the starter for necessity, and then as soon as you can, fill that spot with a Pokemon of that type, you kind of replace the starter. Maybe that's just me or my impression of like the more widespread rules of a monologue, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just cruel. And maybe I'm just trying to find something to pick on, so we're gonna continue. This is such a cool squad, by the way. Love that. And I love that Frostmoth is on the team. I love Frostmoth.
us in spirit. A lot of stuff happened in between leading up to the semifinal to final rounds, but to summarize, celebratory dinner, evil staff with a key, tall building, crazy secretary lady.
Oh my God,
hint
yes!
that Rose is actually
remember
bad and was behind the
that.
explosions, but meh.
I hated the fact that the whole league battle was so interrupted by story.
That's totally not a cause for concern.
I don't
Ew,
even
it's Bait
remember
again,
the
but he's less of a
story.
douchebag. Boom, boom, smash through the gym leader rematches, and Gaia bonks
Oh my
Duraludon
goodness.
in the face. We land in the finals.
Escavalier.
Now we have come face to face.
Too
with
OP.
champion Leon. Every battle,
Leon.
everything we have been through has led us to this moment. It was time to show
I always think it's so weird that he's wearing a cape. Why?
the world just how powerful my bug Pokemon truly are.
Am I being a
And
hater?
Never mind. Rose is evil, and apparently the darkest day has begun.
Oh my
That sure
God.
complicates things. Way to read the room, dude. No, this video's long as it is. Whatever. I will go save the world, I guess. Using 200 IQ, Hops was pretty sure that the dog
Oh
we ran
my
into at the very
goodness.
beginning was important
Hop
and could help
is
us, so
not
we headed back to
200
our
IQ.
hometown to find it. And trekking through the creepy woods, we don't find the dog, but a rusty old sword and shield. I guess those will have to do. We rush back to Hammerlock City's power plant and we find
that's
Chairman
why the
Rose
games
going
are
off
called
about
Sword and
Galler's
Shield.
power supply crisis that's
Interesting.
potentially coming in 10 years. And to stop it, he summoned this Eternatus thing, hoping he could control it and harness its power. You summoned a what now? Just my opinion, man, but a plan involving control of a legendary being with powers beyond understanding usually doesn't
It
end up
never
going well.
worked.
Basically,
It
your plan
never
is
worked
stupid.
before.
Rose didn't like that, and he was going to try stop me with his team full of steel Pokemon, so I left Grievous to deal with him. I head upstairs to find Leon, and what
Oh
the
my
heck
goodness.
is that? No,
Yeah.
no, that's a Yu-Gi-Oh
It's a
monster,
Digimon.
not a Pokemon.
No,
What kind of
Yu-Gi-Oh
Pokemon
mon.
would look like that? I quickly found out that almost none of my Pokemon would be able to damage it without dying, so, Jerry, go! Jerry made
No,
it mad.
Jerry!
Eternatus then turned into this giant starfish thing. Yeah, that didn't make a whole lot of sense.
I
And
forgot
then we're
about
like,
that fight.
Rusty Sword and Shield. The dog show up, merge with the stuff, and we defeat Eternatus, where I catch it with a tiny
Oh
Pokeball.
my-
Crisis
Oh my God.
averted.
The tiny Pokemon.
3 days later, after one
This
of the
is so
largest
good.
tangents ever, saving the world, we are
Am I talking
finally
too
back
much?
to our match.
Okay.
Here we go. Today,
Finally.
we finally face off against Leon. Woom stuck out with a quick claw boost and was able to take out both Aegislash and Rhyperior.
Nice
Don't
quick
ask me
claw.
how many Sneasels I needed to get through to find one. Leon's
Oh,
Dragapult
no.
was a tough one, though. I was hoping that Nom Nom would be fast enough to take it out, but
Oh
Nom Nom
my
was
God.
outsped and was met with a flamethrower.
Oh
I'm sorry, Nom Nom.
No,
we couldn't protect you that time.
no.
Grievous came out and was able to coil
That
up
was
and
kinda
crunch the crap out of the Dragapult, as well as
bound
leech
to
life
happen.
the monkey for some healing. And then Gaia
Sent a
was able
scorch,
to win
let's go.
head-to-head against his Haxorus. And then finally, his last Pokemon. Charizard. But even though we
Charizard!
outnumbered him 5-1, I didn't feel any better considering the fact that
such
his Charizard still
cliche.
had pretty much every advantage over all my Pokemon.
Why is it Charizard?
To deal with his Charizard, I had 3 choices. Harold, who could hopefully beat Charizard with water attacks, Whoops with electric attacks, and then Jerry with rocks. I sent out Harold first, hoping that he could end it right
you
then and
stole.
there, but Charizard got
Maybe.
the first strike, and with
Maybe
a
you should
powerful
stall.
air blast, Harold was one shot. Oh crap. I sent in Whoops hoping for another Quick Claw boost Thunderbolt, but that too failed, and Whoops was burned to a crisp. 2 of my strongest Pokemon and my best
is so
chances to beat
dramatic.
Charizard were both wiped out in an instant. At this
Is he gonna
point,
make it?
victory was very bleak. If Jerry dies, Charizard will have no trouble defeating my remaining Pokemon. And it will be over. Jerry, you weren't our strongest team member and often the butt of many jokes, but right
Crustle.
now, you are our last hope.
You're our last hope.
Oh, we're
Go
screwed.
be the
Jerry
tank that
stepped
you're
onto the
supposed to be.
battlefield, and Charizard raised a stone wall that came crashing down and staring into the face of imminent defeat. Well, I might as well surrender at this point. Spare the rest of my Pokemon.
No.
But Jerry was still standing.
Jerry
Just-
won!
I don't
Let's
know.
go!
Chalk it up to high defense, or the fact that Jerry had a giant rock to
Actually,
protect him. No,
yeah.
It was like the true power.
It has
of
pretty high
friendship.
defense.
This was our chance. I made Jerry
Amazing.
jumbo-sized, and we showed that oversized Barney what it's like to get squashed by a giant
Oh,
rock.
the power
at
of
that
bulky
moment
Pokemon.
We won. We completed the Pokemon
You
Sword,
got
kind of, sort of, but not
it!
really.
Oh
Nuzlocke.
my
It
god.
was a bittersweet moment since Gaia, Grievous, and Jerry were the only ones who survived. But even so, this
But
victory
you
goes
made
just as
it.
much to all the other team members who brought us to where we are now. Lucas, Sweeps, Skarner, Blinks, Sops, Nom
Oh
Nom,
my
Harold,
goodness.
and Whoops. You are all champions.
You're
Some
amazing.
might say
that was so good. And it's not about like all Pokemon surviving. It's about getting through. And I don't know about you, but the champ battles, those are the ones where you can start strategically sacrificing Pokemon, because after that, you're done. So
That this is a good place to stop and be
I had to
satisfied.
learn that,
But now that
too.
I'm here, I realize that my journey isn't over. Achieving this title of Bug Champion of Galar
The
is
music.
not an ultimate goal, but a mere stepping stone in my life. So with my team, I am setting out to continue on my
that's the
journey.
game corner
because
music.
I
Oh
am
my
sure
god, that's so
somewhere
funny.
out there, more challenges are waiting for me. And I say, bring it on.
Oh, that's so cool! That was amazing! The Snom! Oh my goodness. Skirt member. Oh, I love all the credits. Jaden Animation for the inspiration. Oh my god. Thank you for the continued support of the channel. It warms my soft tofu heart. Oh, stay young. That was beautiful. And a loving memory. That was very sweet. I really loved that. Great job, John. Amazing. It was so good. I probably should watch more of those videos. I really enjoyed the animations. They were so high quality. That was really great storytelling. My goodness. This was a great video. Alright, thank you so much for watching the video. If you like this sort of content, feel free to subscribe and leave a comment down below about your favorite part of the video. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye!